Welcome back. Time now for news from the left. First up, Turning Point is threatening legal action against The View after the hosts falsely tied neo-Nazi protesters to their group. It was a pretty ridiculous thing to say. The claim was so absurd they were forced to issue a statement on the air, but their hosts were too stupid to handle it. Here was the first try.
Turning Point USA has condemned the group of neo-Nazis and said they have nothing to do with the organization.
Yeah, but where was DeSantis is what I want to know.
But you let them in.
President, open your
You let them in and you knew what they were.
Right.
So you are complicit.
So Whoopi wouldn't shut up, so they had to do this again. Take a listen to round two.
Make a quick clarification about the neo-Nazis at the Turning Point event. They were outside protesters. My point was more metaphorical, that you embraced them at your thing, I felt.
She still screwed it up. She couldn't do it right. Here is the third time. They had to wait until the next show because they had to have a meeting about this, apparently, after they filmed the first show. So in the next show, they had to clarify it again. Here's round number three.
We want to make clear that these demonstrators were gathered outside the event and that they were not invited or endorsed by Turning Point USA.
Everybody shut up. Let the blonde just say it. Nobody say a word. Just say the line, and then we'll move on from the thing. It's pretty good. Welcome to The View. That's why we love that show. Next up, the second most popular video game of all time, Grand Theft Auto, is getting a woke makeover. According to a report, GTA number 6 will feature a female hero and scale back racist and sexist jokes that are apparently in this video game. Grand Theft Auto developer Rockstar Games abandoning the series of crude, potentially offensive jokes about minority groups. In Grand Theft Auto, you kill police officers, run people over with your car, commit mass shootings, have sex with prostitutes, and then murder them. But the fact that the hero wasn't a woman was apparently a bridge too far, and apparently there were some insensitive jokes as well. One Twitter user responded to the news saying, "Relieved to see that the character I will use to shoot an innocent person in the face and steal their car will at least care about diversity, equity, and inclusion standards." Next up, we showed you last night that great moment of Trump on transgenders in women's sports. Let's just play it one more time. We got an update.
A mother and father are screaming, "You got it! You got it, darling. I'm so proud of my girl." Well, she couldn't do it. This guy comes along. He's named Alice. And he looks at the weight. World record, world record.
Well, they didn't like that over at PBS. Yamiche Alcindor accusing Trump of using transphobic language during the speech. Take a listen.
Former President Trump went on a long rant about transgender Americans, and he used transphobic language. In particular, he was talking about transgender women competing in sports and said that they were men trying to compete against women, which, of course, is not the right way to talk about that issue.
I guess there's a different way to talk about it. Yamisha's kids probably haven't been walloped in track and field by a 6-foot-tall girl with an Adam's apple yet.
Hey guys, it's Rob Carson. I want to tell you about the Patriot Gold Group. But first, let me tell you that the S&P has already lost $8.2 trillion in 2022. Did you know that? Peak inflation is not even hit despite the Fed rate hikes on groceries, on gas. You know it as well as I do. Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs are warning of another 20% drop. Inflation is winning in a knockout right now. The Fed is going to raise rates again at the end of July. Meanwhile, Goldman, Wells Fargo, and Bloomberg are all forecasting gold to surpass all-time highs. If you want to invest in gold, call 888-936-2373 now. Call the Patriot Gold Group today and ask about their no-fee-for-life IRA. Sounds like a good deal, don't it? Here's the number, 888-936-2373. 888-936-2373 for the Patriot Gold Group.